tell.
Flow.
You know that you can make it in Ghana.
I can make it in
You
Ghana.
can make it in Ghana.
No, where? Okay, well, yeah, it's possible, but how?
Charlie, so a video has resurfaced of the king of Kumasi,
Otumfuor, yeah,
where he speaks to students of KNUST.
Yeah, he said they shouldn't. He was pleading that they shouldn't leave Ghana. And they can make it in Ghana, and
yes, don't travel abroad.
You can make it in Ghana. That one is a dream. It doesn't mean it's the reality. You can have a dream that I want to be like this, I want to be like that. Okay, but it is not the reality. When reality catches up with you, you will know whether you can make it in Ghana or you cannot make it in Ghana.
With all this, but on this topic, I've lived abroad before, where we worked in restaurants and all those things, even though we had gone through the tertiary university here before we went there. So the people here are much better than living in abroad, and we have to be honest with ourselves. Because graduates and all that, people qualified and not getting the work they want to do because they are taken to hospitals to clean and all those things. Whilst you are here, we accord you all the respect and dignity as a lecturer, as a professor, as everything. So please, let's stay here and work.
But the reason why this thing is trending is because apparently his son is going outside Ghana to go and study.
So the son graduated a few days ago.
Yes.
And they held their prom. Prom is actually a celebration kind of activity that they dress formal with their dates and they come and do what they have to do. Yeah. And so they held their prom, and then Otumfuor attended the prom of his son. And it was so nice. It was so beautiful. They announce the schools that the children are going to and the programs they are going to study. So they mentioned Ajo Menu, they said it. They mentioned Kwakuma Ansa, they said it. And then when it goes to Otumfuor's son, they mention his name. And they say, he's going to do astronomy. Astronomy were here in the US.
Because once they mention astronomy, people would think Ghana here astronomy.
Otumfuor's son is going to study astronomy in Wesleyan University inside North Carolina. And people are asking, say, Otumfuor recently said that, a few years ago, 2 years ago, he said that stay in Ghana and work here. He was pleading with the youth at a graduation ceremony. He's actually the chancellor of KNUST. So he made this in his statement during the graduation ceremony. And people are asking, so Otumfuor's son is going to study astronomy. Or the Ghana?
Maybe, what I think is, it's because maybe astronomy is not a subject that is widely, taught in Ghana. So he has a better opportunity going outside the country to go and learn it. Maybe, or the Ghana, he will come and do something.
The problem is not going to learn. The problem is applying it after learning. What is the next step? Is he going to follow his father's advice, or he's going to take his own advice?
Or maybe he just wants to have a plan B, just in case,
Just in case.
He's.
Otumfuor bakra ako US. Or the Trawana ko US the best university, and I take the best university.
But it has generated a lot of discourse online. People are saying.
Yeah. And Bongo Ideas had this to write.
That guy.
I see. Asante, graduates should stay in Ghana and work. Meanwhile, his last born just grabbed admission to study astronomy in North Carolina. Hey, Nana, the advice they stay, but the prince they go study the stars. Way after that, it generated a lot of misunderstanding, and people were attacking him, other people were defending him. And then 2 days later, he wrote this: I see some school dropouts doing oral comprehension tests under my post. Yes, studying and working are not the same. But please, where in Ghana is the course he's studying, the course he's going to study? even offered. You really think he's flying all the way to North Carolina just to come back and be searching for planets at Kwame Nkrumah Circle? People are asking, after studying astronomy in North Carolina at Wesleyan University, what is next?
Probably me, I think, don't come for me. I think he's going to study, but he will come back to Ghana and maybe use it, for something. Start something.
They say opinions are like noses. Everybody has one. So you have your own. But I mean, looking at the advice and the current situation, couldn't you have studied any other thing apart from astronomy? Any other course that is offered in Ghana and stay in Ghana?
Maybe that's his calling. I mean, because there's some things that people are so passionate about that sometimes it doesn't make sense to anybody else. So maybe that's what he figured would be the best. But I mean, maybe he also has a plan. I'll go outside. I'll study and I'll work there. I don't want to,
But your father is saying that we shouldn't travel. As you are saying, you are going there, work, and then you study, you stay there.
Maybe the advice is for those people that their parents can't afford.
The advice is not for Otumfuor's family.
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm just saying maybe.
Yes. But how can Otumfuor be advising people and his son is not following? The case of Otumfuor is a little critical. When it comes to Asante Hene and Osei Tutu, it's a little critical. But Otumfuor's son going out to study astronomy, and then Otumfuor advising KNUST student that don't travel abroad. And this is not just to KNUST students, but to every student. He's saying that stay in a country, build a country, work in this country, help the country. That's what Otumfuor is saying.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the statement that stay in Ghana to help build the country. You can help build the country even if you're not in Ghana.
How? How are you going to help build?
No. So, you remember when we spoke to Okuzeto?
Yeah, Honorable Okuzeto Ablakwa.
He was talking about the fact that you take people outside, they go and learn new skills, they learn a new language, and then they come back to the country.
This is USA. What language is he going to learn again? He speaks English very well. Yes, he was even the one who gave the speech at the graduation.
I'm not trying to limit it to the US per se. I'm just trying to say that the fact that you go outside doesn't necessarily mean that you can't help build the country. Sometimes you go outside to go and learn something because
no, the problem is not coming back. The problem is if you're coming back, what are you coming to do? See, the problem is you can go outside and study whatever you want to study, get the experience you want to get. But if you come to Ghana, apart from establishing yourself, as in getting your own company, trying to establish your own company and then doing your own thing, apart from that, and then maybe teaching, lecturing, apart from these two, sometimes it's a little difficult to get a job that is going to pay you quite well, looking at your certificate, your performance, your experience, and all that. And so, if you go outside the country, it's perfect. If you're learning a new language, it's perfect. I mean, Okujeto even mentioned that when you go outside, you learn a new language, and that helps you, you open doors in international organizations for you. And that is perfect. That's not a problem. We are not talking about language here. We are talking about programs here. Well,
but I mean, his was an advice. If you can afford to go outside, I mean, he's saying
if you like, take it or not. It's not a compulsory advice.
So
okay, that makes sense.
His son was like that. You said we should stay here, but me, I want to go outside. So he's going. Bro,
I mean, it's good to go outside and experience how the outside Ghana life is like and all that. And I believe that is what Otumfuor's son is doing. But yes, there's Otumfuor's advice. Let us know what you think in the comment section. If you are taking it or you think that Otumfuor, this advice is not actually for you. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment on them. My name remains Komala Time Teller, and I'm with. This is our time. We out.